In 1985, the movie Back to the Future was released. It was a big hit. I watched it then. I watched it. I didn't know whether I watched it in 1985, but I saw it then. And I've seen it again recently, and it's still as good as it was then, even without all the new special effects that we use now. Back to the Future is a movie about a scientist who invented a machine which somehow didn't take you back to the future, or didn't take you to the future, but took you actually to the past. I've always wondered about that title. Why would you say Back to the Future, which doesn't make sense? Okay, let me not go on. So it takes you back to the past and not to the future. And like I said, I've always wondered about that title and what it would be like really to see the future. But yeah, we're not there yet. There's a saying also that comes to my mind when I think about this Back to the Future thing. And it's the things that we do. We're not reinventing the wheel. We're just reusing it over and over in different ways. I say that because you know what it says, that if you don't learn from the past, you're bound to repeat it. It's not always a bad thing, though. We only use that when things are not going right. You know, when something bad happens, say, "Oh, you didn't learn from the past," but that's not it. Today, I'd like to talk also about something that's a trend that is actually going on now. And it's a little bit of a concern for me, and I'll tell you why. And it's also something that I can laugh about because, anyway, let's get into it. We're talking breast today. We're talking bra and breast. Okay, welcome to Coffee with Temi. So, what are the things that we've looked at, or that we've used before, not look at? So, what are the things that we've used before, and now we're back at it? The two industries that do this are the entertainment industry, the fashion industry. I think for me, they are the biggest, I don't know, are the culprit, but they're the biggest ones that do this. Music. Have you noticed in music, you hear choruses from songs that you knew when you were younger, but now have been put into, you hear them as chorus in a song, maybe in a rap or something. Some of them work well and they're nice, and some are The next is fashion. We have the mini. I remember when I was younger, my mom used to have this, the Yoruba women, actually, the buba and iro was short, and it was bonfo. That's what we used to call it. There was a song that said bonfo, mabaelo. And it was short, right? And when I wanted to wear a mini in my own time, my mom was not for it. It's too short. You can't go out like that. But you know, she wore the bonfo when, you probably say that was what everybody was wearing, but then that was what everybody was wearing when I wanted to wear it. Not that I'll wear it now. I don't have the figure for it anymore. And another thing, the fashion industry are really very, they have a lot of influence in what we wear, in how we wear it. Not just what we wear, but also how we wear it. One of the things that is now falling into this space, I'm not going to say trap or whatever, is the bra, or rather the breast. Actually, both of them have now fallen into this space. In the 1800s, 1889, 1800s, the first bra as we know bra now, bra corset was invented. And there hasn't really been a lot of changes. We have different fabrics being used now. We have nicer fabrics. We have, but it's still a bra, and it's still a corset. Another thing that we're wearing again is the corset. It's the corset. So people fought to get out of it, because it was too tight. It was the bone sticking into your ribs, and you couldn't breathe and you couldn't sit. But it's back in fashion now. And from what I understand, I don't own one, but from what I understand, they're comfortable ones. They're the cheap ones and the expensive ones, and you can even have it custom made just for you. And it's the thing now, but again, you know how it is. People are wearing corset over the top, over their shirts. I've seen it over the shirts. I don't know if that was just for the fashion shoot or you actually wear it out like that. But it's a different kind of a fashion accessory these days to wear a corset. Which brings me to bras and breasts. The bra that we have today, it's close, very close to what it was in the 1800s when it started. About 1889, we had the first corset, the first bra, and not much has changed. Yes, there has been changes in the fabric that has been used. The engineering is probably better, and the sizing it's probably wider than it used to be, but it's still basically the same thing. And now, why has the bra and the breast falling into this fashion space now, the way it has? Let's look a little bit at history again. In 1968, at the Miss American competition, a group of feminists, a group of women, decided that they were going to do away without their bra. They had a trash can, and they threw the bra, the makeup, everything that I'm not sure really what, and I don't want to offend, but they threw false eyelashes there, some true lipsticks there. But the thing was to go braless and free and free. I don't want to say and free. So that was 1968. And here we again, 2020 I started noticing it last year, 2020. And people are again into do away with the bra. It's for me, I'm not going to say do not wear a bra, right? I do think, even when I think it, oh my word. Okay, let me be serious now. Why are we doing away with the bra? What is this supposed to do for you as a woman? What is the purpose of this? There's been, before I actually say, there's been, there are always research here and there. Sometimes it gets confusing. There have been research saying that it's actually dangerous for you to wear a bra because it constricts your rib cage, and you don't, you can't breathe properly. But I think if you cannot breathe properly in your bra, that means you're wearing the wrong size. Let's get that right. You're wearing the wrong size. You need to get fitted properly. But I do know there is a relief when you take off the bra and fling it. You know what I'm talking about? Yes. There is a relief there. And then there's also been, obviously, and some of the benefits apparently is that if you don't wear a bra, the breast muscles are supposed to then function properly on their own, and they will be able to keep your breast up. I think they're talking about people who have small breasts, because I definitely cannot not wear a bra, and there are lots of women like me. We're going to get there now. And then there also have been research, obviously, about the good you need to wear a bra and the benefits that it gives you. And this brings me to my issue with this braless thing. This is going to become, I hope, let me say it's going to become, I hope this doesn't become a body shaming thing. We already have so much of it. It is enough, you're not skinny enough. And then skinny went out of vogue. Now there was curves. And then you are too curvy, or you're not curvy enough. You're too dark. Or you're not that, or you're too light. It's just been all sorts of body stuff. Look at some people who are going without a bra, and I'm really not sure the why. So because I cannot determine for everybody else, I'm just going to talk about the things that I find a bit. I find a bit of. I feel a bit of empathy for these people. So, like I said, I cannot go without a bra. And really, when I'm going, so the pandemic made me a bit lazy, and I'm kind of coming back to my senses. But I think the pandemic made us all a bit lazy when we were at home. Whether you've got big breasts, you've got small breasts, the pandemic did make all of us a bit lazy. Now, when we look at the bra issue and the breast issue, some people who do follow fashion, I'm saying that because I'm reading about people who are worried about their wardrobe, because now everybody's supposed to go braless. Who makes that decision for you to not wear a bra? Who makes that decision for you to wear a bra? You're an adult. not apart from the indecency in it. For me, I don't see how I can go around without a bra and be decent. Do you understand what I'm saying? I don't know how that will work. What do I wear? And some women actually are changing their wardrobes so that they can wear certain things, and be braless. And it always amazes me, even when people who are very fashionable, and if you can do it, you can do it. I know that I can't. I'm more of a tomboy in my thinking when it comes to certain things. Now, looking at the bra issue or the breast issue, not some of the bra now, the breast issue. If we all buy into this no bra, we're going to go into the office with our nipples showing. Is that what we're going to be doing now? So if we all buy into this no bra, see me flinging my hair, hey? Okay, let's get serious. If we all go into the office with this no bra issue, how I don't know how the office space is going to be. We're going to be going with nipples showing like we're at the nightclub, or we're going to say, well, men should take control of themselves. Yes, but don't you also own a responsibility to yourself? Are you going to go into a boardroom where you already have more men than women, and then you're going to sit down there with your nipples pointing at all the board members? That's a sight to behold. I again said I don't buy into it. But then I look at I'm empathizing with people who have conditions that cannot let them be braless. And I'm not talking about having big breasts. And there are people who have GHI cup. So we're talking really big cups. Are they going to go braless? This, I was thinking about it. I said, this is going to give a new meaning to swinging and jogging. When you're walking around, are you big breasted and you have no bra on? It's going to give a new meaning to swinging. There are 3 conditions that I don't think will allow this to happen. And I think we need the influences need to be, what is the word? To be cautious in the things that they promote. I don't know if that's even possible. 1, there's something called tubular breast deformity. And this deformity is one breast being obviously bigger than the other. Most of us have that. If you look at yourself in the mirror, and I hope you look at yourself in the mirror. Look at yourself in the mirror, you will see that you've got one breast that's slightly bigger than the other, but might not be too obvious. You can wear the same. But there are those who struggle to actually find a bra because one of their breasts, one of the pair, is obviously bigger than the other. I saw a lady once, no, I won't say I know. I saw a lady once, washing in a compound, and she had like a size A or B breast on the one, and the second one, I'm not joking and I'm not trying to be ridiculous here, was way down. Obviously, she didn't obviously care because she was in this place, she was just washing clothes by the tap. And I thought, there's a problem here. And I've never seen that before. I've never seen that. This was years ago. But now I went and I read about this. But this is not rare. This is a thing that happens, or that not happens, that quite a number of women have. So you want to go braless where you have a D cup in one place, or DD or E cup, or you have a B somewhere. So if you even have a B and a DD, it's going to show. A woman who's already struggling, who already feels somehow about the fact that she cannot just go out in public, like going to a changing room, for example, or maybe go to the swimming pool because one breast is going to show that she's got one breast that's bigger than the other. And you know how people are going to stare at you. So there are people who have that, who are dealing with that already. Another thing that I found out was pigeon chest. I can't pronounce the medical name, so I'm just going to say pigeon chest and I'll explain it. There are kids who are born, and it goes into adulthood, who are born like this, So that you have, so you have the the chest is raised. Like that's the way. So it's sort of like, is it concave? Yeah. So in here, it goes in, the tummy goes in, and it's like it's pushing, the rib cages are pushed up like this, so that the chest area is just out like this. What do you want them to do? They already feel, there's already a medical issue going on there, and then I can assure you they don't want to go braless. Even though this pigeon chest happens more to male than to female, I can assure you the female don't want to go braless. I can assure you the male also don't want to even go with the other chest, without their shirt. And you know what? The tubular breast deformity happens also to men. It's not just women. You've seen men with breasts before, but it happens to men as well. So we already have all of this going on, and these are valid reasons. While they might not cause the tubular breast deformity, might not be a medical problem, but it's an appearance problem. You know how we are. You want to look good, you want to feel good, and then you have someone saying you need to go braless. For even those of us who don't even have either the pigeon chest or the tubular breast deformity, your shoulders, if your breast size is high, you know your back, your shoulder is a pain. As much as you are so glad that there's a bra that is holding it up and holding it firm there, the pain of the strap and even the pain of the weight on your back, people don't realize this, unless you actually have been going through it. You have this deep dent in your shoulders. Why? Because of the bra straps. Because it just weighs down. So you have all of this that you're working with, and now go braless. Seriously. And then the last thing that I want to look at is, I'm going to read it out because it's body dysmorphia. It's probably dysmorphia. Okay, body dysmorphic. And these are people, again, it happens to both male and female, but they have a wrong impression of their appearance. They're very focused on their appearance, on their body. They see flaws that nobody can see, or even if it's there, it's very minor. For example, I know that my nose is big. I mean, I used to be made fun of when I was younger, but I grew with it. I lived with it, and yeah, it's there. It's just my nose. And I still have friends who make fun of me like, "Woo, this your nose is something." And I said, it's mine, but it doesn't cause me sleep. Actually, it doesn't cost me anything. I just wonder like, wow, how did God give me such a big nose? But it's doing what it needs to do. I can breathe, I'm good. I can smell, I'm fine. But there are others who cannot take this. I've seen people who've gone through plastic surgery to the extent that you have no idea what they look like in the beginning. There was a particular guy I was looking at, a male here, I was looking at, and he's destroyed all his old photos. Nobody knows what to look like in the beginning. Even he doesn't want to. He doesn't want to remember it. But we're talking about women today. So someone who already thinks there's something wrong with her body now has to deal with being trendy and being fashionable, but now has to show her breast. What if her breast is too small, or she thinks it's too small, or she thinks it's too big, or nobody's, okay, don't let me say nobody. Perfect breast, unless you bought it, that are perfectly the same size, the same shape. I don't know. I've never met anyone. And I've been in I went to a boarding house. I've seen naked girls. I've seen naked girls as an adult, naked women as an adult. Nobody has perfect. I don't even know what the perfect breast is supposed to look like. But now we to go free. Let them free. Some say, let the girls free. I didn't know they were called girls. I didn't know you had a name. A name, a slang for your breast. It's just my body. It's just part of the body. But maybe I'm one of those blessed one, and it doesn't bother me. There are parts of my body. There is a part of my body that bothers me, but not to the extent that I dwell on it. You know, what is the purpose? That's what I want to know. If anybody knows, what is the purpose of this going braless? What are we saying? What are we being freed from? Were you forced to go to the shop to get a bra the first time? I mean, I was excited when my friends were. I'm one of those people who got bras first before my friends, and I was excited about it. Nobody had to force me to put it on. You know, I don't understand why. What is the purpose? Why? What? I really don't get it. Is it to take away from being female? Because I'm female. I don't want it covered. I wear lipstick because I like lipsticks. I even use mascara today, and I think yeah, a little bit of eyeshadow. I've got my part. But why are we not wearing a bra? What is the purpose of this braless state? I don't know. So maybe I'm not woke enough in this. Somebody wake me up. Somebody tell me. Please, guys, please, let's be sensible in this, because we are moms. We are women. We are our own self, and then we are moms. If your child says to you now they want to go braless, are you going to allow it? We're already wearing enough scanty things. Are we now going to add the almost nude thing to it? Why? Really? This is not Back to the Future. We're not going to. I don't know what the future is going to be when this goes off. Are we to burn our bras, or are we to hide it just for now? Because 2022. By God's grace, we are pandemic free. What are we going to do? Are we going to bring it out again? And because now it's no longer in vogue not to be braless. It's just so funny, the things. Don't let me go back there again. It's been Coffee with Temi. I'll see you next week.